Yo guys, what's good? Today this is what if Grisha let Eren see what's inside the basement before the fall of Shiganshina. So yeah. So this takes place, I'm gonna say the day before the fall of Shiganshina. Grisha, what after he came back from work, he's like, Eren, come here. And he's like, yes, Dad? He's like, you know I've always wanted to see what's in my basement? As he's like, yes. As he's like, come with me. As he unlocks the door with a separate key he has. Then he opens up a drawer. As he shows Eren 3 books. These books are about the outside world and people like in the other nation beyond this island, like Marley, people like them, and about his life. Being a slight spoiler right here if you haven't watched. I'm pretty sure the third season. But this is the book where Grisha documented his life about he feels like he's guilty for the death of his sister, and that he was an Eldian born inside of Marley. And he also says everything about a boy named Zeke Yeager and how he turned on him. So yeah, as the next day, the fall of Shiganshina happens, but I'm gonna say Grisha was with them, as he says, as he grabs the books in the basement, as he gives it to Eren, as he's like, Eren, keep these. Don't let these fall into the wrong hands. Please, I beg of you. As he's like, oh, Father. As he's like, I got to go somewhere. As he runs, as he then goes to take the founding Titan powers, which he successfully does, like in canon. And then after that, he transfers the powers to Eren. And Eren knows the Titan shifters too. Don't forget. Because I'm pretty sure those books contained... As I would say, one of the books contained knowledge of the Titan shifters. So, now... Eren still makes the vow to kill the Titans. And he also wants to search the land beyond the walls. As they're like... As Mikasa and Armin are like, hey Eren, what are those books? As he's like, oh, these were in my dad's basement. As like, can we see? As he says, sure. As the 3 of them read the books, as Eren and Mikasa are fascinated to know that there's lands beyond the walls. As then, when they enter the military academy, Eren actually gets second is the second best in the class this time, instead of it being Reiner. And so when they join the scouts, when they choose it, when they choose if they're going to be a scout, a garrison, or in the military, they still choose the scout. As then, when the colossal titan breaks through the wall, as he's like to Eren, to Armin and Mikasa, he's like, well, looks like we get to murder some damn titans. Let's get it. Everything happens kind of similar, except Eren, Mikasa, and Armin are slaughtering titans. They going ham with it. Since I'm gonna say thanks to Mikasa and Eren, Armin is not scared. He's still smart as he is, but he just has combat ability now too. Since I'm pretty sure he scored since in the official guideline for him, he scored a 3 out of 10 in power. So yeah. But when he sees Armin about to get eaten, he still throws him. He throws him out, and he still gets eaten. But I'm gonna say that somehow he hears the voice of his father in his head as he's like, "Make yourself, make yourself bleed." As he's like, as I'm gonna say that he keeps like his shield knife with him, as he cuts his hand, as he then just transforms into the Titan. As he just as right then and there too, I'm gonna say that Grisha also explained that he was a Titan shifter and about hardening. So Eren just focused on hardening his skin as he just lays waste. And I mean when I mean lay waste, it's freaking ape shit in there. If if you just imagine if Levi had and Aaron had a baby. No, damn it, fuck, Fuckerson, damn it. No, basically, if an Ackerman and the royal blood have had a child that did way too much drugs and was a Titan shifter, yeah, that's Aaron right there. Yeah, that's Aaron. If you give a royal blood a royal blood Ackerman mix and give it some freaking crack, that's Aaron right now. So yeah, but when he still gets out and they ask what he is, he's Aaron explains about like about like Titan shifters. Now he's one of them. As he's as then the dude comes in and says, "Well, why don't we just hey, Aaron, you think you could transform again?" As he's like, "Oh, let me guess, you want me to carry that boulder?" As he just surprised, as like, yes." As he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." As he transforms and then he basically just does the boulder. As then he wakes up in the cell, he says, and he sees Levi and Erwin. He's like, "Who are you guys?" As he's like, "I'm Commander Erwin of the Survey Corps." As Levi says, "And I'm Captain Levi." As then, just for fun, Attack on Titan 9 minutes reference. They hear fangirls as he's like, and they're like, "The fuck is that?" As he's like, "Don't mind that." As then for the trial, they're like, you know, during it, they're like, someone comes up and says, "Oh yeah, well what about these books you had?" As he sees the books his father gave him. As he gets starting to get mad, as he's like, "Give those back! Give those back to me!" As he's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" As he's like, "Those belong to my father. If you dare touch those." As he has his Titan shifter, as his eyes glow blue, as he's like, "I will rip your guts out, and I will tear you limb by limb." As everyone's just terrified. As Levi comes and gives him a beating, as like, "Is that the best you got?" As Levi beats him up worse, as he just keeps on curb stomping him like he did in Canon, except 10 times, except he did 10 times the amount, which Mikasa was about to intervene, but Armin stopped her originally. So yeah, but everyone is just fucking terrified. As he's like, "Okay, well," as he's like, "Okay, I suggest Eren be supervised by everyone." Fuck. As he says, "I suggest Eren join my squad so I can watch over him to make sure he doesn't get out of control." He's like, "Okay." So now, yeah. As then he just surprisingly breaks the chains as he grabs the books back. As he's like, "What's even in those?" As he's like, "Personal information that none of you would understand. The only people that knows the information inside these books are my father, my mother, Mikasa, Armin, and I. Well, unless you have my trust, I will not let you see what's inside of these. And if anyone here tries to go through them without my permission, as as his as he cracks his knuckles, as he's like, I will personally and thoroughly beat you to a bloody fucking pulp. As everyone's just terrified. It's for Omni Mikasa, since they know how protective of these books Eren are and what valid information it contains. As he says, sorry about that. As as they meet the squad, as they're like, okay. As he's like, so Eren, what exactly are in those books? As he's just like, oh, fine. As he's like, bring Commander Erwin in here. You guys might want to see this. As he's like, okay. As he gets Commander Erwin, as he's like, okay. As he lets them read the books, as they're astonished to learn about people beyond the walls and people in the other civilizations. As they're like, so we're just in the middle of a bigger charade. As he's like, yes. That's why my dream is not only to finish off the Titans, but he's like, I'm gonna find a way to undo what our ancestors did. As then, a while later, while he's dreaming, he's in a weird place, and he is just like, what the hell is this? As he sees a woman with black hair. As he's like, who the hell are you? As she says, I am the first Titan. I am Ymir. Ymir Fritz. I was the first ever Titan. The first ever founding Titan, to be precise. As he just surprised and shocked to see that he's in the. As he's like, what do you want with me? As she says, you are the chosen one, I can see. It's like, for what? To undo what the Eldians did. Cause slight manga spoiler. I'm pretty sure, or at least I'm pretty sure manga spoiler. I don't know. As he's like, but as he's like, over the time I was alive, not only was I a wife of King called Fritz, the first king, but I was also used for war to conquer the land. And he's like, oh, so you were also used for war too? It's like, yes. But he's like, but she also says, you can also break the curse. As he's like, what curse? As she says, a time shifter could not live over 13 years. Otherwise they'll just die, or they'll have to pass on the power to someone else. It's like, so that's why my father gave it to me. As she says, yes. The reason why he gave you the powers are because he believed that you could do it. He believed in you, Eren. He trusted you. He's like, well, I'll do it. I see Ymir touch hands, and then he gains some of Ymir's blood by doing this. A lot of and he also have all the Titan Shifter's powers because of it. As his founding Titan will look fairly different. It'll look like more. If you wonder what it looks like, just imagine a picture. No, just imagine Ymir's founding Titan, but a male version of it, kinda. So yeah. As then the next day, before they go on the scout thing, I forgot what it's called, to be honest, or the excavation. he explains what he did to what Ymir, to Levi and Erwin, as they're just shocked. They're like, "So you can have the powers of a founding?" He's like, "Yes." As Rainer and both Berthold hear this, and Annie as well, as they're like, "We did it. We found our objective. Now all we need to do is capture him, and he will and, and bring him back to Marley. After then, we'll be done with our mission." Like, yeah. Also, before he woke up, Ymir explained all the abilities of the Founding Titan, like coordinate, memory manipulation, all of that. And he's like, "Oh, I see." As he's like, they go on excavation, as they see the female Titan, as as Eren decides to rush at it to make sure it doesn't attack anyone. As Annie recognizes it's Eren, as he's like, "That's the target." As she tries to grab Eren, but he just defeats her kind of easily without even using his Titan. But when he tried to cut through Annie's nape, and she saw it crystallized, he's like, that shouldn't be something too hard. As he uses his jaw due to the powers of the jaw Titan, as he breaks the crystal without killing Annie. As Annie's just knocked out. If you're wondering what the ship is going to be for this, it's going to be Annie. So yeah. As then for I'm gonna say another four, like, I'm gonna say skip around 8, no, until we skip to Anne's 13th year as a Titan shifter. Basically, I don't know the exact years. Oh wait, actually 8 years later, after Eren gained his powers, he actually managed to live beyond 13, which broke the Titan shifter curse. As then they a few days after that, Rainer and Berthold reveal who they are. As Eren's man is like, "You damn traitors!" As he transforms into his attack Titan, which is almost 20 times stronger than his original. And he easily defeated Rainer due to his stronger hardening ability and using Annie's martial arts techniques against them. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna just leave it off here, you guys. Hope you guys enjoy, and see you. And see you guys later.